We've been en route for 2 weeks.
Oh, oops.
All right. You've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
A lot.
The old man loved Karnaka, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn Corvo.
Excuse me.
There are reports about tensions rising, corruption, street violence. I didn't give it much mind. Usually the local authorities resolve that sort of thing.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute.
You have sticky
It's
boards?
run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers. The Crown
How all
Killer.
the rest of them have like tags on them.
Addermeyer. All right. I'll get inside. The Crown Killer has to be eliminated, and if the alchemist will cooperate, maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov. Wish me luck.
If you need my luck, Sokolov's as good as dead.
Oh, don't be
When
like
you get
that.
done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready.
Wonder what that room is. Maybe that's Megan's room. She doesn't know what's in there. Book of the Abel House. The chapter will focus on Edithia Abel, steward of Calero. With sword in hand, she swept the marshes of raiders, sacrificing her life for Serkonos. We will provide newly uncovered insights into the exploits of Ravenous Abel, who built the ornate wooden bridges of Saganto. All along as we map out the expansions occurring under the Abels, through which trade routes to the other islands were established, bringing riches to the nation-state, even as waves of settlers continue to join Serkonos, for morally the Abels balanced growth against Serkonos culture. In later chapters, we will detail the times of the Adonis Adel, true son of Serkonos. Brave and benevolent, he united the East and West as no one other before him. Even the rowdy people of Bastilian swore loyalty to him. One Isle, one Serkonos, united under House Abel. Yeah, something like that. I keep wanting to say Adele for some reason. Lastly, we will settle on Luca Abel, who rules today, partaking in feasts and merriments of all kinds, bringing joy to our fair island. Great. All right. Hey, Megan, let's play some cards. Take a load off.
Why is this here?
Yeah, why is this here?
It's Delilah.
We're gonna have to be careful with Megan. Anton Sokolov's investigation notes. Why can't an old man enjoy his last years in a warmer climate with good wines and spicy foods without stumbling into another nest of aristocratic vipers eager to coil around the heart of this empire? As I've learned more each week for months now, I've found my mind turning over the movements beneath the surface here in Kanaka. Duke Luca Bell and some inner circle that even seems to include Captain Mortimer Ramsey and the Dunwall City Watch, a betrayal that boggles the mind. How many others are involved? They aim their venom at our dear Empress, young Emily. That much is certain, but when will they strike, and how? Do I dare spend another month gathering stray bits of esoteric information, linking in together with what we already know? Can we even afford another week? Or should Megan and I set out for Bristol tonight, taking this leaky tub up through the canal? Corvo will not hesitate. He will act as soon as I hand over what I know, and And if I'm too hasty, it might be his undoing, coming home to his native Serkonos without some critical piece of knowledge about this affair. But then there's the Crown Killer to worry about. If that fiend is part of Duke Abel's schemes, as I suspect, how long until the dreadful whale catches the Duke's eye? Good point.
Dearest Emily, or must I say, your Imperial Majesty, I have something that you and Corvo must hear at the first opportunity. It concerns the murders happening across the Empire, committed by this so-called Crown Killer. When I left Gristone years ago, I swore I'd never again take part in any further political matters. I've done my share of bad things, and some good, before and after the Rat Plague. But here in Karnaca, I've uncovered a terrible conspiracy against you. Here, at the bottom of the Empire, the cobblestones smell of death and corruption. I'm staying with an associate, Megan Foster, aboard her vessel, the Dreadful Whale. We'll leave for Dunwall in the morning, as soon as the tides are willing. I keep thinking of the way sweet Jessamine was stolen from you and your father, and I fear it might be your turn to face such turmoil. I know Corvo would protect you with his life, but please do not trust anyone.
There you are, old man. I was asked to pay you a visit.
What's wrong with you? Megan!
And we hear about the Crown Killer.
To somewhere more
Or
private.
is it? This is the Crown Killer. I wonder whether I have another book in me. The bloodfly epidemic, coupled with basic information on life cycle and behavior, might make an excellent project for this old natural philosopher. Bloodflies are exotic insects. Unlike anything else found in Serkonos, I suspect they originated on the Pandesian continent. In groups of 3 or fewer, they are harmless. Individuals won't attack, or fucking flies, I don't give a shit. Reflection on my journey to the Pandesian continent. A colleague of mine owns a stunning map of the known world. When joined with curlicues and sea beasts, it had a cherished spot over her mantle. She paid handsomely for it, and was so bristled when I enumerated the various errors, chief among them, of course, the size and placement of the Pandesian continent. Oh, how cartographers are loath to show how small and distant our empire really is compared to that giant landmass. As if Pandesia were but a few days' journey from Iran. Every veteran ship captain knows that it takes months to reach those shores. I had no doubt that Pandesia was rich in resources, but a place must be understood if we ever hope to exploit its myriad treasures. These were my thoughts as I agreed to join the ill-fated expedition. And so it was, on the 3rd day of the month of Earth, under calm gray skies, a great sea vessel, Antonia Kilo, set sail with captain, crew, researchers, and myself, 38 of us total, for what would be the most terrifying and spiritually draining experience of my life. Alright. Very spiritual fellow, I guess. Reflection on my journey to the Pandesian continent. Chapter 16. 2 dead on our first day on the continent, but the new world was not sated and would have one more. None other than the captain himself. His group had found a cluster of small rodents, much like rabbits or prairie moles. The lure of fresh meat proved too much a temptation for our good captain, who had dined on scant fish and the same rations as the crew all these dreary months. He was able to grab one of the creatures with his bare hands, but the docile creatures were not so tame after all. Having allowed the captain to pick it up, the creature became enraged and delivered several stings from a gland hidden in its tail. The captain complained of heat and itching where the stings had penetrated, but insisted they press on. He died of asphyxiation within a quarter hour. It was suddenly obvious to me that at this rate of attrition, we would not only fail to sufficiently research the continent, but we might soon lack enough crew to make the return voyage. Something had to be done to save the venture. And so I immediately declared myself captain. On my orders, the remaining crew kept to the relative safety of the beach for the duration of the week. Though I sent 2 young academy students armed with nets and cages to fetch a live sample of the prairie mole that had so swiftly killed the captain. First and foremost, ours was a research expedition. I like how he just has parts of his book just like scattered around the ship, like he needs to read it or something. I'm guessing that is Serkonos. No. No. I feel as though this is just not gonna go anywhere. Yep, that's probably better not to go up there. Megan Foster, how are you?
Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Let's go see the streets where my father grew up.
Yeah, I'd be kind of
Off we
interested
go
to
then.
see that too.
It won't do to be recognized.
Nope. Alright, Edge of the World. Find Admire Station and take a carriage to Admire Institute. Is the best lead you have for tracking down the crown killer. Solid. I can do that. I can do that. It's not going to be too difficult, I don't think. These load times are going to kill me though.
I'd take you to Admire by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station.
Will do, man. Will do. Just drop
Before
me
his
off and I'll
death,
be
the
there.
old Duke of Serkonos spent decades building up Karnaca. After Duke Luca Bell took over,
And
he
that
started
ship is
draining the
empty.
wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
Having more fun
Sounds like he
here
was
than
having
we
some
were in
fun.
Dunwall, it seems.
Watch yourself on the way to Admire. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I'll keep my head down.
This
Don't
is
worry, we'll
what
kill them all. Not a big deal.
Reach Admire, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken.
Alright.
The
gotcha.
alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Admire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Yeah, got it. Listen to my orders, man.
That's Admire in the distance.
Maybe one of the recent orders from Ward.
Let's give it a day or two. If she's still there, I can ask a friend who's with the Grand Guard to take a squad on board and conduct a search.
Just don't fit right. Your face is covered. The Grand Guard won't like that.
Let's check out that black market. Oh, nope. Nope. Have everything but the heart. Maybe we'll be in luck.
Hard times under the Duke and his Grand Guard. A man has to be ready for anything.
Let's see.
Don't. Oh, you're kind. Thank you. If you want to get past that wall of light, let's hope you never need help.
Bruh, I gave you money, you dipshit. The fuck are you talking about?
Hey, come here.
The fuck are you? Oh. Yo, Hi.
I have something that might interest you.
Really?
My name's Mindy Blanchard, and you look like someone who goes into places where you don't belong.
Sure.
Want to help me with something?
Maybe.
You scratch my ass, I'll scratch yours.
I need to get to Addermeyer Institute. Can you help me with that?
Yeah. I know how to do that.
Mm-hmm. But does
You
that
go
mean you're
get a
gonna help
body
me?
for me, and I'll help you with your problem. Don't worry, he's already dead.
He's already
A body.
dead.
That's odd. From where?
The overseers are holding him at their outpost. They think he was a kind of a witch. I want the body for reasons of my own. Sneak in and take it, then meet me in the old basement below the dentist office near there.
I'll think about it.
Emily, let's do it.